Shift work isn't destroying your life, but lack of structure is. Most men working in shifts think that the problem is their schedule, the nights, the early mornings, the rotating chaos. But here's the truth. If I gave you a perfect 9 to 5 tomorrow, most of you would still feel tired and still feel left behind like you're not in control. But the real issue isn't the shift pattern. It's that you have never built discipline that survives chaos. So pause there, let that sink in. Rotating shifts expose weak structure. They don't create weakness, they just expose it. And most men rely on normal hours. They stay disciplined. They have gym at the same time, sleep at the same time, and eat at the same time. And when that disappears, so does their whole identity. Now, you're not structured, you're just reacting. If you wake up tired, grab caffeine, doom scroll, survive the shift and then crash, you're not a man in control. That's being a man that's pushed around by circumstances. And I know this feeling because I've lived it and still do live it. And for those who don't know me, I do work shifts. I've done the burnout, the exhaustion, the I'll sort myself out next week or next month fly. I've been the boy blaming the rota, blaming the night shifts and trying to blame the system. But the truth is uncomfortable. It wasn't the shift pattern that's destroying me. It was that I had no structure that helped me to survive it. I had no standards, no accountability. And when your day has no structure, you stop feeling like that man in control. You just feel reactive. And that's what my channel is about. Helping shift workers and burned out men rebuild their structure, their discipline, their confidence, so it is that they can feel in control again and start thinking about the job they really want to do. This isn't motivation, it's just structure. You can't control your shifts, but you can control 3 things. And if you lock these in, the shift work will stop owning you. So the first one is non-negotiable daily anchors. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need anchors. Things that will happen every single day, no matter what shift you're on. For me, and for the men I help, it looks a bit like this. So 10 minutes outside, movement in the fresh air, 5 minutes planning before I go to work, and 20 minutes in the morning with no caffeine and no phone. And these anchors survive the night shifts, they survive the early shifts, and they survive chaos. Most men feel because of their discipline only works in ideal conditions, and that's fragile discipline. Number 2 is sleep discipline, not sleep perfection. Shift workers try to chase perfect sleep, but that's a mistake. You'll never get perfect sleep in rotating shifts. What you can get is protected recovery. So no caffeine 6 hours before bed. The same wind-down routine every day, regardless of the shifts. And protect sleep like it matters because it does so much. Discipline isn't doing more, it's just doing the small things right. Being consistent. A messy schedule doesn't have to be messy standards. And number 3, brotherhood and accountability. And this is where most men collapse. Because shift work is isolating. You're out of sync with your normal society. Your mates are off when you're working. You miss these things at weekends. And no one around you is building. So you start shrinking. You don't need more motivational videos. You just need proximity to men who refuse to drift. And being isolated from this kills your edge. If everyone around you is just coping, well then you'll cope. But if everyone is around you is building, then you will also build. So why men stay stuck? It's because they wait. It's I'll fix myself when life calms down, but that's not going to happen. There's always going to be bills, fatigue, another shift, and then another excuse. Your life will not slow down enough for you to become disciplined, so you have to build the strength inside the chaos. And this is your shift. You need to stop saying, I'm wrecked because of shift work. You need to start changing this to, I'm now disciplined regardless of my shifts. Your job does not define your standard. Your tiredness doesn't lower your core values. Shift work might control your hours, but don't let it control the man you become. If you are a shift worker and you're tired of just drifting, comment brotherhood, because I'm building something for men who want structure, accountability and standards. There won't be hype, there won't be fake motivation, it'll just be men rebuilding their edge. And if this hits you, please subscribe, because this is the channel that's for men who refuse to let chaos decide who they are.